I'm Jake Schiller.
I'm Brandon Aubele.
And I'm Johnathan Cotton, and our project is called The Natural Process. Biology teaches us about life. It's how we understand what we are as well as other things around us. Despite this, however, biology isn't typically taught until around middle school. It's certainly understandable. Most children beneath that grade level would struggle in such a class. But surely there must be some way to teach them about biology even without putting them in such a stressful situation. That's why the goal of our project is to create a video game that teaches younger students about biology. The hypothesis is that this game will allow students who aren't quite ready to take biology as a course yet to still get the basics under their belt. Yes. It's obvious that Thanks. Biology has many aspects, obviously, and each one on its own would easily be able to be implemented into a video game. The game will focus on several different aspects of biology. For example, evolution is a major field of research in biology, and as such, the main character of the game will evolve to overcome different obstacles, such as growing legs to run, growing wings to fly, etc.
Alright, here's the methodology that we will be using to kind of create this game for younger people. The objective is we first need to define the objective for us and the users, being the children, and that it's to establish which direction this game will be heading towards. We've already got that down a little bit, and now for our next part we would have to establish characters, things that children could relate to, what they could be at the end of any level, in the middle of a level, and we just need to give them sort of a fluff so that children would want to be into this game. And then we have to determine how you're going to progress throughout the game, that's success and chance. The success being how well you manage the controls, how you basically understand the game. And then the chance would be chance, how random it is, how lucky you are. That might not be as much in the game because it might frustrate children. But after this is where it's going to be later on. We haven't quite actually gotten into this yet. And that'd be the literature, the text thrown at the user, information thrown at the user, whether it be text or what would be called, like throwing up a red flare to indicate that you need help. Those kind of things need to be established, need to be defined, need to go throughout the game, and so they know what's going on. And then eventually we will get to writing the actual thing after we have written out what's going on, what we're going to do. We're going to go into the programming aspect of it, and that's where you go.
So to go along with the methodology, we're using Game Maker Studio to make the game. It uses a lot of if and else statements, kind of like Python does, which it's a lot of if and else. Like if you press W, the character will move up. If you get hit, you'll lose a life, stuff like that. This is the main character, Selden. He's a giant cell. This is rough concept art, of course. But the main backstory of the game is he and his race live on a planet called Nuclea, and they were invaded by virals, the evil virus-like monsters from Hostos. And they have the power to evolve very fast. So while they were invading, he was able to evolve to fly through space and land on Earth, where he's trying to kind of recover and evolve enough to get back to his planet to save his friends.
Okay, then I guess it's my turn. And this is the companies that, these are the first, what's it called?
Developers?
Yeah, the first,
Publishers?
yeah. The Nintendo, Microsoft Corporation, Sony Computer Entertainment. You may know them because Nintendo, most likely, and then Microsoft Corporation, which is Xbox, and Sony Computer Entertainment, which they go with the PlayStation. They are the people who develop games exclusively for their consoles. And then these guys are who we would eventually want to get to, but in order to get to them, we have to go to the second stage, which is the second party developers. And they would be like Game Freak for Pokemon, Naughty Dog for, what's the name? Well, yeah, Uncharted, those kind of things. Those are the people who could possibly use our game, but we would hope they would like to use our game. And these are all citations. There wasn't much for us to research because it's all going to be what we go into and how we interpret things, and we're going to be writing it up. All we needed to know was what's a second-party developer compared to a first-party developer, and we needed to know when children learn these type of things, and if we could help them. So we have like little here. And any questions?
So, you plan on like approaching a established publisher?
Probably if we get it done in time for November. Anything else?
Could you go back to the first slide real quick with the names on it?
And what's Eater's last name?
Schiller.
Alright.
They're Latin.
Okay, so, when you're gonna develop the game,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You're
We're gonna make
gonna write the whole entire program for the game, or there
Yeah.
are actually no
It's going
programs
to-
available that you can use and then incorporate your idea about it?
There is a program we're going to use to make it like the basis of the game. It's Game Maker Studio. It's a simple one to use. I know how to use it. I've used it before. It doesn't require much coding background, so that's good for us who we don't really know much coding. And yeah, it does most of the stuff for you, so you don't have to do much coding.
So you're,
Eventually.
like Brandon has said, the thing that you need now is to identify your characters, correct?
Yeah,
You have
yes.
not really explored on what characters you're gonna make,
Yeah.
and then the storyline. Are you gonna have like a storyline of the game?
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and the plot and all of that? So how do you think, are you gonna be able, like, which part of that can you accomplish by November? Just getting the plot and
We could- yeah, we
storyline,
hope
or
to
can you
get-
come up with a actual kind of game?
We hope to get the storyline down, and then maybe an alpha version of the game. So it's not completed, but
Yeah.
it's stable to play. You can do a few levels and kind of know what the game's about.
And what age group are you looking at?
About 9 to 13-year-old.
9 to 13 years
Yeah.
old?
Yeah, yes.
I was just gonna ask like, which name about the,
Well, I'm Jake Schiller.
I'm Brandon Aubele.
Johnathan.
So you all have a prototype, a mock-up?
Not yet, no.
No, we have a basic foundation right now. We're trying to build up on that. We hope to have finished it in like 1-2 weeks, and then maybe get to developing it right then.
You think you can accomplish either of those?
An
like
alpha.
prototype or a
A
knockout?
prototype, yes.
You will?
Yeah.
Yes.
One other question. I'm kind of out here, I came in late, I missed the whole thing. Tell me what this is about in 30 seconds.
What this is about in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
A game to teach children. to kind of introduce them, hook them onto the concept of biology, and to, you know, get them grasped into it so they know the basics of biology without actually having taken a biology class.
You put ages 9 to 14.
Yes.
Do you plan on giving them that after they take biology in 4th grade or beforehand? Because age 9 is about 4th grade.
Yes.
So that's my question. Do you plan on giving it as like a helper while they're learning biology?
Yes.
Do you plan on writing a design document, or are you going straight into the?
What?
Do you plan on writing a design document, or are you going straight into development?
We're probably gonna write a design document to plan it out so we don't get off task too much and kind of go in weird directions. So just to keep us on track, we're probably gonna write a design document.
Anything else? No?
Good.
Good.
Okay, all right. Guys, thank you, group, and please give a round of applause.